Hello everyone, welcome to 88 PetSmart. I'm Ching Ho, and today we will take a first look of the Seachem Multitest Phosphate. This is the new product that we bring to our shop. It's been around for quite a long time, but very hard to find in Malaysia, so we were able to bring a series of test kits by Seachem. Not actually a series, we try to take more, but some of them is not available from the supplier. So we are able to get the ammonia tester, the iron, and the phosphate. Today we will take a look at the phosphate and see if it's worth the money, if it's good enough. So this is retailing at 100 ringgit for a box. It's good for 75 tests. So compared to the usual one, which I usually prefer, the Salifert one is around 78 ringgit for a box that can be used for 60 times. So price wise, it's not that different. Although this is 100 ringgit, but it's 75 tests. This is like 78 ringgit, but it's only good for 60 tests. So each test would be around few cents different in price, but it's not much. So now we're going to see if it's easier to use and if it's accurate. So inside the box, there's of course the instruction paper in multiple language. It has the details diagram of what's inside the box and how to use it. So even without using the reading the instruction over, you will get an idea on how to use the products. But I recommend you go through the instruction first, because that's something that you might miss by looking at just the diagram. For example, that it said that if you have lower phosphate, it will take faster to develop the result. So if you have lower phosphate, you will take around maybe 5 to 10 minutes to develop the color. Or if you have higher phosphate, it will take around 30 seconds. And also, it said that if you have very high phosphate, the phosphate will actually, let me see where, if you have high concentration, it will actually cause the precipitations of the regions, which causes the result to be lighter in color. So the region will actually, the color pigment will actually clump together and result in a lighter color. But if you see black dot debris stand, dust like in the test result, it means that you have too much phosphate for the test kit to work. But you can dilute the tester. You can dilute your sample to use the tester. I mean, if you dilute half, let's say removes osmosis water, which doesn't contain phosphate, and half of the aquarium water, your result is half. So, and then when you get result, you just multiply by 2, you get your actual result. Yep. So let's see how what else in the box. Aside from this book, the instruction paper, you also get pinpad. So it doesn't have a syringe like other test kit. Most of them, I think all of them will require you to take certain amount of test water, sample water. The Seachem one, you just need to take around 1 pipette of water. It doesn't need to be precise. And then it will supply you with a plate with 6 plate inside there, where you put your sample water to test. I was thinking that I can use 6 of them at once. Use 6 of them at once, but I find it very difficult because first you have to mix the region with this stick over here, and if you use it on multiple places, it might contaminate the result. And also the region actually, the color development actually depends on the time as well. So if you take too long, especially when you have low phosphate concentrations, it only take around 5 to 10 seconds for it to develop the color. So it might not work if you use all of them at once. But they give you 6. Right, so I have took some sample water. This is Salifert one, and this is the Seachem one. So we'll start with the Seachem one first. So I'll use the sample and put it over here, right? And then we use the region 1 drop. Pretty easy to remember because region 1 is 1 drop. and our region 2 is 2 drop. 1, 2. And then you mix it with the stick until it evenly mix up. And you wait about 10 seconds, then only you measure the color with the color chart. So now it's about 10 seconds. So you just put close to your color and drag the strip until you think it matches your result. So I see that it's around here, which is actually here, focus. Okay, this is the result that I get, which is actually above 0.2, but not to the point of 0.5. So it's 0.2 something, 0.25 or 2 something. So I'll write down 0.25 or 2 something. And then now we will use the Salifert one to see the difference. So Salifert one require me to use 10 ml of the test water, and I'll drop 4 drops of the region 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, and stir it for 10 seconds. Right, and then we will take 1 flat scoop of this powder, right, and we will stir it for 30 seconds. So as for now, as you can see, the Seachem one actually is way more simple and take less time to test, while the Salifert one, along with many other brands, Salifert one actually took, compared to many other brands, it actually doesn't take that long. But compared to the Seachem one, it seems to take way longer. Oh, so the result is here. So I have to look it from the top, so I'm not sure I can show you guys the result. Okay. Okay, around 0.2, not 2.5. So I guess the result it's pretty accurate. It's cause the chart it's 0.1 or 0.25. So I get darker color than 0.1, but not to the point of 0.25. I think it's around 2 something. 2 plus. So the result is accurate. It's just that the Seachem one took way less time and faster to use, and by dragging this line over here, it's way more easier to get the color right, while this one, because it's not a gradient color, and so as you can see, the color also much around the same, so it's a bit more not convincing on it might not give you confidence on your reading sometimes, unless you are use it for you have experience using it for quite a while, like I do. I actually not that hard for me to get the result, but for first time user I can see how this one will be difficult for you to read. But the Salifert one does provide an alternate method. If you have low level reading, you can use double the amount of test water and double amount of region, and you get double the result because the water is thicker and the color will be darker. And you just divide the result by 2. So let's say if you have 0.25, it will show 0.5. As you can see, the darker color is actually easier to read. So you just need to divide by 2 and you get your actual result. But that also means that your test kit will be much more expensive, because if you're using double, you only get 30 tests. So the verdict, Yeah, I think I will continue. I will shift from Salifert to Seachem tester because it's just faster for me to use and it's actually not that much more expensive. And if I'm using double dose, double sample water to get the more accurate lowering result from the Salifert, Salifert one is actually way more expensive than the Seachem one. But there's one thing, if it's say like over here we have multiple tanks. Sometimes what we do is that I collect all of the test tube that I have and I fill it with the sample water all at once and then I mix it all at once. So I can test all of my tank at once. But that's a bit difficult for the Seachem because I try to do it. It's actually pretty difficult because you have to mix it with the sticks. And when you mix it, you might mix in contaminate the sample water. You have to clean the stick each time. And also because the color developed in a short amount of time, there is not much time for you to clean and read the result altogether. It's a bit difficult for you to do multiple tests at once if you're using the Seachem one. But that being said, it's actually faster to use the Seachem. So I think I'll go for the Seachem for now. Yeah, that's it for today. Bye. You can get the Seachem Multitest from our website now. Just go to the link below. Okay, bye.